What's poppin', y'all? What's up, Facebook? It's your girl, Miss T. Okay, so this is gonna be my official video, first video ever doing. And on a serious note, this video really touches home because this is a story of a girl that I actually know and I grew up with. A tragic story of two cross lovers of a relationship that can go bad. Um, Sorry about that, at any time, and it's just messed up things happen the way they do. So let me get started. So this here is Debbie Flores narvaes. She was born July 5th, 1979 in Puerto Rico to parents Elise Narvaez and Carlos Flores. So Debbie, at the age of 31, gave up her career in financing and moved to Vegas to become a Vegas showgirl dancer. She lived in Maryland, Odenton, and also Baltimore, where she served as an ambassador, um, was a Washington Redskins in 2007, um, and that set her in the community. She had a lot of bad relationships, one after another, most with domestic violence. Okay, so this picture here is Debbie. Let me I don't want the music. I don't know why that's doing that. But yeah, so this is Debbie. Okay, so like I said, she had a lot of bad relationships. It was said that she was had a bad temper, and she had moved to Vegas 2008 to pursue her dream as becoming a Vegas showgirl. After being there 2 years, she met another dancer by the name of Jason Griffin Blue. They had dated for about a year. Their relationship was very violent. The police were called numerous times. Um, and of course, she was identified as the aggressor, at least in one of the incidents. It was said Griffin had a protective order on her, which she had violated. Like I said, you can go and read anything that you need to read about this story. Um, this was her known behavior when it came to men she dated, and also Griffin stated that he was a player and flirted with women, and when Debbie would see this would make her flip out, and she would try to fight him, or she would try to fight the other female, and then Griffin would tell the female, oh, she's crazy, don't listen to her. The report says that the couple had at least 3 occasions where domestic violence had occurred. One October 22nd, she had told the police that she was pregnant with Griffin's baby, and he had stole her phone, pushed her down to the ground, kicked her, and pulled her hair. So Griffin told the police that they had just an argument, and he denied ever hitting her. Um, the night that she had planned that night she had planned to go to Griffin's house to watch Dexter, which is a show on Showtime. But December 14th, 2010, Debbie did not show up for rehearsal at the Fantasy Night Burlesque show at the Luxor Hotel and Casino. She was last seen on December 12th, leaving her home off Las Vegas Strip, and she was heading to her boyfriend's house, Jason Blue. Before Debbie left, she texted her mom saying, if anything ever happens, that Griffin was her emergency contact. I do know that was to be said true too. So Debbie's sister Celeste came to Las Vegas and was there for about 2 weeks helping the police look for her sister. The police found Debbie's car December 16th in the northeast Las Vegas. Police did not say if Griffin's fingerprints were found in or around the vehicle, but on December 20th, sadly, police found Debbie's body. They did not know whether if she was still pregnant when she was killed. Medical examiner Clark County coroner said that Debbie had died from asphyxiation due to neck compressions. Police questioned Griffin a few times, which at the time he denied having anything to do with Debbie's death or disappearance. But a friend of Griffin's reported she saw him storing a container or a tub, and she asked him, "What is in the tub?" And he stated, "It's Debbie." So she was dismembered, put in a 600-pound tub with semen. It was stated that Colombo reported saying that Griffin and him and his roommate tried to store the body several Las Vegas areas locations before they finally left it in a home that was where residents were out of the country. Griffin later stated that this narvaes attacked him, knowing no one would believe him. He said, "She forced me to do it." He was later sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, January 2011. The roommate worked out a deal with the state's attorney, of course, to get his butt out of trouble. Court documents indicated that the defendant will try to portray Debbie as the aggressor based on her past history of violence in relationships. During the 4-year span in Maryland, five restraining orders were placed against her. She was arrested on charges of assault, resisting arrest, and harassment. It was stated that she harassed and stalked physically violent to men she had dated. Her sister Celeste sees it in a different way. She said that Debbie fell, and when she fell, she would fall hard, and she would give her whole 120%. The only thing she had on her was a mouth, basically. She was louder than a fighter. She was louder, not a fighter. You know what I mean? So this story is very sad because, like I said, one, it's somebody I know personally, and women, like, don't put up with it. I mean, the first time you see or feel that this relationship's not working or it's getting out of hand, or the man even gives you a hint of being violent, get away from him. You don't have to put up with that. Call somebody, tell a friend. If you have to, get a restraining order, a peace order, whatever. But there is a national domestic violence hotline. It's 24/7. That number is 1-800-799-7233. And you can Google it too, and there's other places that can get you help. But I mean, this was somebody who was a friend of mine, and I was more close to her sister than Debbie. But I mean, come on, this is a girl who had her whole life ahead of her. She just got the big lead in the fantasy nightclub, showgirl dancer. And I'm not talking about like the striptease type stuff, like the burlesque real showgirls in Vegas. I mean, they work hard for that, and that's a lot to take in, that this girl went through all this stuff and then had her body dismembered and placed in the tub, and not only one time, but they took her out and put her in the tubs a second time, knowing that she was carrying his baby. And still, I don't even think he even got charged for the death of the unborn child. That wasn't even stated in the story or on Google or anything. I mean, you can check it out yourself. But and I'll be doing some more stories again. All right. Talk to you later. See ya.